What's going on, everyone? Good evening. It is Monday and we are here with a knee-jerk reaction to Game Week 10. Game Week 9's over. What's going on? So we're going to talk about what went on, how the Game Week went, the results, the games, the shocks, the expected. We'll go through all of that and we'll talk about how the Game Week went and what we should be looking at and looking into itself. So we've got Shaggy on stream. Oh my god, yes. Best game week ever for me. See, told you, Shaggy, a bit of patience and it has paid off. Mo, I need to know how your game week has been. I'm so excited. Wow, I got 77 points in the end, Shaggy. And I can see you've got 93. Wow, that is incredible. Well done, Shaggy. Massive thumbs up. George, 55, not captaining Salah, done me. Ooh. Well, to be fair, who did you captain, George? I'd like to know. So I think it was a bit of a difficult one, to be fair, this evening. This week, I'd say. But yeah, we'll go through all the reaction. We'll go through what's going on. I'm still a bit confused about how my week went. We've got Mazingzi. Good evening, G. Good evening. Good evening, and I hope you had a good day, everyone. I hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good fantasy score. We've got an average point of 64. So beg your pardon. So we'll get all that up. George said Havertz was his captain. I mean, to be fair, considering Chelsea scored 7 goals and Havertz didn't get a single return, it's surprising, to be fair. But yeah, it's been a phenomenal week. I mean, some people have got over 100 points, which is absolutely amazing, especially if you've got Salah and Mount in their squads. Lord Gavin, good evening. 67, no Salah captain here. Oh, not bad at all. 67 is not a bad shout. Rowan Cater said I captain Mane with Salah as vice. I mean, I can understand why you might have gone Mane, because Mane has had some really good weeks. So completely understandable. But I can understand your frustration. Shaggy, Mazing is a good evening. 111 points, Mazing. I love it. Salah captain. Vin P, good evening. Captain Havertz. Aspie didn't play too. Went from 30k to 256k. Do you know what? That's still phenomenal, mate. Honestly, Vin P, massive shout out. Mo, I sent you on Twitter my team for the next game week with Mane, and then this game week. Nice. I love it, Shaggy. So let me give you guys a breakdown of what happened with my team, all right? So Turkish isn't on stream at the moment, so Turkish messaged me on Saturday evening. I think it was just after the Man City game finished with Brighton. I was livid. That was not a penalty, by the way, guys. I'm sorry, he was offside. And I don't know why they didn't give that as an offside. That would have been an extra, 12 points from my defence and goalkeeper for the clean sheet. But it is what it is. It's happened now. So I'll tell you what happened with me. I went from literally being so upset on Saturday evening. So as you guys can see, my overall rank this week did fall by 100k. So I went from 2.6 mil at the start of the game week to 2.7. Now I took a -8. So when I started this game week, I was around the 3.2 mil. So that's when it obviously all refreshes and everyone's points get taken off. So I was at 3.2 mil. Now, after the first game week evening, I had 7 players that have played for me. So I had Edison, Diaz, Cancelo, Rafinha, Zaha, Townsend, St. Maximin. They'd all played. Livramento was on my bench. He got me 9 points. The whole team, the 7 players that had played from the starting 11, got me 11 points. So I was absolutely heartbroken. 11 points. I was 3.6 mil overnight. Yesterday, honestly, I don't know how I got around 2.7 mil. But I'm pretty cool with this so far. The only thing that I'm concerned about a bit is obviously Rafinha's flagged and so is Vardy. So we need to find out a bit more about how severe the injuries are. Vardy went off at half-time with a knee problem, so I'm not really sure how significant that is. But we'll obviously take it forward and we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that was ridiculous in terms of how Salah 5-0 versus Manchester United. I mean, I can't believe he's still in a job. Will he get sacked? I'm not too sure. Zaha was benched, which I was a bit I don't know, kind of not surprised by, but I kind of wish I still had played Livermore, so that would have been another 9 points for me. But it is what it is. So the transfers I did bring in, the players I brought in was Alexander-Arnold, Zaha, and Jamie Vardy. So I took a -8, and I got 12 points in return. So I got a +4. I take that personally. Mahesh, hey, how are you doing, buddy? Good evening. Chilwell paid off. He did. He scored again. Honestly, what is this? What is wrong with Chilwell? Chilwell's on fire, absolute fire. But I haven't seen the Manchester United game yet. I haven't seen the highlights or the game. So I was busy watching the cricket yesterday. So it was the cricket on yesterday. So I was watching that with the family. But I was watching the scores as it went along on alerts on my phone, and I was not in the greatest of spirits as a United fan. But hey, it is what it is. Shaggy goes, man, I have Zaha and Raf too. I was so upset why Zaha didn't play and Raf, well, bad luck. I mean, Rafinha's been quite unlucky with these old injury fronts. He's either injured, bless him, with a niggle, or he's either not been allowed to play because he's gone to play for his country. So we just have to be patient with him, I guess. And Zaha, I think he'll be fine now moving forward. I'm pretty much going to bench him for the game next week, game week, because he's playing Man City and I don't want him to score against my 3 defences of Man City. So that's why I think I'll bench him. Mahesh says, Chilwell was your captain. Honestly, it's such a good shout. So it worked out well for you, Mahesh. I love it. 77 points. But I should have made Salah. Never mind. That's all right. Look, it's that happened, right? You made a bold choice and you came off. You got a good result. Salah just put the defence of United to the cleaners. It's about time someone did. I'm glad he did. Well, I'm not glad he did, but I'm kind of glad in the sense that he's kind of like covered over this cracks that with this constantly was just being painted and sealed. Yeah, it's all over now, man. Ali, hi Mo. Good evening, Ali. How are you? I hope you had a good weekend. Crazy week, 75 points for me, and Red Arrow is mad. I know you're 11 points over the average, and it's still Red Arrow. That's absolute madness. Shaggy says Ronaldo offside goal for United and Bruno a big chance. That's it for United highlights. Oh, okay, fair enough. I heard that there was a sending off, or I've seen that there was a sending off for the Pogba challenge. I haven't seen the Pogba challenge yet. So let me know what your thoughts were. Did anyone actually have any Manchester United players in their squad? That would be interesting to know. Antonio got a goal against Spurs. I do feel for Spurs as well. So who's in a worse position, Nuno or Ollie? That'd be worth seeing. I mean, I know a lot of people are now starting to get Son and Kane in with their fixture run coming in game week 12. But is it actually worth considering them? Are they in good enough form as a team or individual players that we should look at? For debate at the moment, I was thinking about Kane for game week 12, but I'm not too sure right now, to be fair. So in terms of transfers for this game week, I know I can see a yellow arrow, on Vardy at the moment. He's on 75% chance to play. I'm not too sure about him at the moment. But I'm thinking of bringing in Callum Wilson. Now, the reason why, it's not as if I've given up on St. Maximin. I just think he's a bit more of a goal threat for Newcastle when Callum Wilson's fit. And for an extra half a mil exactly. He's on penalties as well. So they've got Chelsea at home next game week. So I'm going to play St. Maximin anyway, so I really want to have Wilson for the next run after the Chelsea game, so Brighton, Brentford, Arsenal, Norwich, Burnley. So you can see, it's a good run there for Callum Wilson. So that's someone that I can keep an eye out for. But otherwise, I think I look pretty content with my squad. No more hits now coming forward. And then the 2 players on the bench that I do have. So I've got Livramento on there. Hoover will probably go out for Ben White, and Gilmore's probably going to go out for Douglas Luiz potentially, or I might get Visuma. Depends on what the funds are available and what the prices of the players are as well. So that's the kind of next couple of game weeks I'm looking at. So potentially the next 2 or 3 game weeks, we should be able to see that in my squad. Then I've got 15 players that should be playing, and then they can cover me in my tracks too. Mahesh, I'm taking a hit this week and bringing in Mount and Foden. What do you think? I mean, it depends who you're bringing them in for. Foden's been incredible, really, guys, to be fair. Played absolutely amazing. And Mount, it's just a matter of time before he actually got that big haul. And it's come finally. I think he had a bit of a rest. He got a bit of time away from the game. He's been playing back-to-back for Chelsea since Tuchel came in, and even way before that when Lampard was manager and he came from Derby. But he's also been playing back-to-back for England as well. So really, really worth it. So it's really nice to see Mason Mount get a big haul. But I think it's a good shout, -4. Chelsea have Newcastle, so again, goals galore could be there in terms of their defence. Phil Foden against Crystal Palace. Again, I just think it's a really good shout. So I can understand why you're taking a -4. It makes absolute sense for me, Mahesh. Ali, had a friend who sold Mount and Jota on Friday. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. Ouch. I mean, to be fair, I sold Jota. By Alexander-Arnold. So long run, yeah, he came good, he scored a goal, but Alexander-Arnold got me 10 points. So I didn't lose out much in regards to that. But the Mount, oof, that is huge. It was weird because Mount missed a penalty, but I think the goalkeeper was off his line. And yeah, so what happens, the goalkeeper was off his line, saves it, and then gets retaken. And, you know, it was a nightmare. But yeah, Mount looked good, honestly. Shaggy, Mr. Pogba put Keita on the target and got to the hospital. Oof. And Ronaldo was so close to break the ribs of Curtis Jones. Ooh, ooh. I am going to watch the highlights later tonight, so we'll just have to wait and see what the highlights have in store. It's going to be an absolute annihilation. Mahesh, Mount is just going to be in for 2 more weeks and then Son replaces him. That's the plan. Yeah, I mean, as I mentioned earlier, I mean, is Tottenham as a team concerned in terms of form? Is it worth us considering Son and Kane for that fixture run? I'm not too sure at the moment. I'm not feeling the vibe from both of them. They look very flat against West Ham as well. So who knows, in 2 weeks we might be sat here going, let's look at some alternative players. But it does make sense with the fixtures they have coming up. Hopefully they can hit some form by then and we can consider Son or Kane for that run. Mazinga says, should I keep Mahrez or wait for midweek games? I mean, to be fair, I mean, there's no harm in making a decision now. I always like to go first or early because then you avoid the price rises. But again, waiting for midweek is not bad either because if he performs well in the Champions League, we know how Pep likes to react and he likes to get players in. So again, it's entirely your choice. Do you have your mind made up on who you'd like to bring in? Let me know. Mahesh, Foden stays long term. Yeah, he's going to be there for a while now because the thing about Pep Guardiola is he doesn't usually favour players, but when they're in favour, he plays them for a while. And there's always going to be that point where Foden comes into the squad, plays well, and will stay there for a while. So I can definitely see him playing week in, week out at the moment. Ali McGregor, want to get Foden, Mahesh. I love his attitude. Foden's just honestly one of the best players up and coming. I'm surprised it's not the cover of FIFA. Obviously Mbappe's on there, but you know, if you can get Jordan Henderson on there, then surely he can be on there, right? Mahesh says, hell yeah. He's more nailed. Yeah, sure, for sure. Ali says, those on a Havertz punt seeing 7-0, then no goals or assists. He's the new Lukaku. Do you know what? I really want to know, like, obviously we'll never know this, but if Lukaku was in that 7-0 drubbing, how involved would him or Werner would have been? That would have been interesting. That would have been really interesting. Mahesh says, laughing my ass off. I got Havertz and then he scored. And he scored 3. Glad I didn't make him captain. Chose Chilwell instead. Totally worth it. 100%. 100%. But 48 points for Salah. 24 points again. He's already crossed the 100 points mark. Can he hit 300 points again? I know he's going to be off for like a couple of weeks in January. But this guy's on course to hit the 300 mark. Hamza says, do you think Vardy will be injured for this week? Or do you think I should transfer him out? I mean, I think we should just wait for a bit. Look, he may be out for this game week more than likely. He may play just like, you know, a sub appearance or something along those lines. But I don't think we need to make his judgment call just yet. Let's just wait till a bit later in the week. And then maybe we'll get a bit more of a clearer indication of is he available or not. So I wouldn't transfer him out just yet. Keep hold of your transfer just in case you don't need to make it. Shaggy was in FIFA 21. I think not on the cover, but it's FIFA again. It's part of FIFA. Yeah, true. Asad from 43 to 101. Good evening, Asad. I hope you're well. Nice, 43 to 101. I went from 11 on Saturday evening to 77. Actually, let me put my points back on. There we are. Shaggy, like it gives you to choose from the beginning. Fold loan for 5 games, I think. Nice. Ali says, my grand can score against Norwich. Love it. Love you, Ali. Love it. Love the confidence. I think they're going down. Tezza, good evening. Who to replace Vardy and Rafinha with? I mean, again, like if you are going to replace them, Vardy, who can we look at in terms of Vardy? So Lukaku's injured. So alternatively, you could look at someone like Jesus, if you haven't got all the City players in already. Maybe like a Callum Wilson. It's a Chelsea game, but the fixtures after look decent. You've also got Jimenez from Wolves. He blanked this game week as well, but he's someone we can consider. It depends on who you have in your squad. There's not really much other options, to be fair. Ivan Toney, who again blanked again. If you got Antonio in your squad, these are the kind of players we can think of in terms of replacements for Vardy. But we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait and see who is and who is not fit for the weekend. Guys, if you're here for the first time, I'd like to welcome you. And obviously my regulars, welcome back. If you guys haven't liked the video, please give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inkling, please hit that subscribe button whilst I take a sip and go for some more questions. George, bring in Kyle Walker. I mean, Kyle Walker's not a bad shot, to be fair. Gets regular minutes. Shaggy Tezza says Borjan Antonio or Tony. Not a bad shout. George Harvey R for Marcel today. Not a bad shout. Ali McGregor, Tezza, Borja at Southampton and spend big midfield, example Son. Not a bad shout. Asad says Son captain versus that Man United defence next week, or stick with Salah. I mean, to be fair, I hadn't even thought about that. Asad, that's an amazing shout. You know what? Son against United defence for sure. For sure, it makes sense. Makes sense after losing 5-0, but you know Salah has done well. So again, it will be difficult not to have Salah captain, especially when he's got a game against Brighton at home. I think he's pretty much going to be captain when, out of the 68%, at least 95% of the managers, I reckon, will captain him. But yeah, it's going to be a tough decision for captaincy. Guys, also West Ham in the top 4. What a shout. Honestly, how well has David Moyes done so far? Absolutely amazing. I mean, to be fair, after the first evening on Saturday when I was 3.6 mil, I was not in a good mood. I thought, you know what, this is going to be a nightmare. I wasn't looking forward to coming on here, but when my rank went up to 2.7, I was like, do you know what, I'll take that. And I'm still like the game week rank. I was still only about 2.88 mil. It shows how well people have done this game week. It would have been even more interesting. Let's say Lukaku was fit and available and Lukaku started, and let's say Lukaku blanked in that 7-0 win. How would that have changed rankings? I reckon I could have been probably in like 2.5, 2.4. That would have been definitely interesting. Tezza, I have Antonio. Son, good option. Nice. Shaggy, come on, Salah, 100% versus Brighton captain. Yeah, has to be. Has to be. Shakir Fortune. Yo, Mr. Mr. Captain Mo Salah. Lol, I hope you well, bro. What a beautiful game week. I scored 105. Nice. Well, to be fair, guys, you guys are my witness. Even when Lukaku was fit, last knee-jerk reaction last week, I said in my team selection as well, early in the week, I'm Captain Salah against Manchester United. It was just, honestly, I just had this vision that he's going to go and just smash it at Old Trafford, and he did. This guy's incredible. George, I went from 300k to 1 mil this week. Should have captained Salah. Look, George, to be fair, you're still in the top mil. don't beat yourself up about it. You will definitely, another good game week and you'll get back in that, same 300k. It will happen. Don't worry. Let's just be a bit patient. I mean, look, it's just captaincy. Next game week, you get the right one, you'll go back up to the top 300k. Ali McGray, hi Shaggy, have you got money for this game week? That money topic comes back. Eddie, good evening, Eddie. Who to get for Ronaldo? He let me down. Got Antonio and Tony. Who to get for Gallagher? Got 66.2.3 in the bank. I mean, I would wait for a bit more of the fitness of Vardy. Vardy would be a good shout, Eddie. And then Gallagher, you can definitely upgrade to like a Grealish or someone. Assad went from 360k to 170. Wow, that's brilliant. Shaggy, Ali McGregor, of course. Promise is a promise. I replaced Lukaku with Mane. Yes, Shaggy. Love it. Right, guys, if you guys haven't liked the video, please give us a like and please hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inklink as of yet. Help us grow and get to that 1k mark. Let's see who the kings of the week were. Martinez with 10 points. Saved the penalty against Aubameyang. Reece James has done well, actually, to be fair. 13 points again. Second double-digit return. 2 goals, 2 assists. Are we overlooking him? Cresswell got 12 points. Foden, Cornet, Keita got 13. Dennis, 12. Josh King, hat-trick against Everton. Everton, man. 5 goals they shipped. Jeez, did anyone have Dina in their defence? That would be interesting to know. Here we are. Ali says, Mane hat-trick for you. Whew. Yep. Mane hat-trick. Ali, how was the cricket, Mo? I missed it. Oh, it's fantastic. Honestly, first time Pakistan beat India in a World Cup. I was really ecstatic. So I watched the cricket yesterday. I did miss the Man United-Liverpool game. I think it's the first time in my life that I've been able to be home and available to watch the United-Liverpool game, and I've not watched it. It was more of a family thing, my cousins and family were over, so we were all sat as a team. So I was still getting the regular updates for the United game, which I'm kind of glad I didn't watch, to be fair. But yeah, the cricket was amazing. Thank you for asking, Ali. John K, evening, Mo. How's your game week? Fantastic, buddy. It started off with a heart attack nearly. 11 points from 7 players on Saturday, but then Salah, Trent, and Antonio saved my day. So they've literally got 58 plus 65 points from 3 players. But thank you for answering, John. I hope you had a good weekend. Oh, good evening as well. Mazinga said, I missed the double Chelsea defence. Yeah, honestly. It's the roulette as well. I saw a lot of people on social media getting very upset with the whole Tuchel rotation. Kind of like become Pep Part 2, to be fair. Shaggy, Anger, thanks. George, I had Dina, -1. Whew. Asad, you from Pakistan? No, I'm not from Pakistan, buddy. My parents are, so my heritage is from Pakistani, but I'm born in the UK. But obviously, support England and Pakistan, especially when they play. Can't lose the game, really. I mean, what happened to Rafinha again? Like, let's just double check. Was it a groin? Or was it a knock? Alright, fair enough. So 53 minutes, got a knock. 75% chance of playing. And then we've got knee injury, 75% chance of playing in 45 minutes. So, I mean, they didn't probably play the whole game. So I guess that's kind of a positive from there. They got a bit more of a rest. But it just depends on the severity of it. John, my game week went well. Mount and Salah doing the business. Whew. You definitely hit 100 points, John. Definitely. Ali McGregor, Mo, you must have been upset with Edison costing 3 of your players. Oh, honestly, Edison. I think I'm jinxed. Like, my man Edison, yeah? My man Edison, where is he? Yeah. 5 clean sheets. 5 clean sheets this season so far. Man comes out and, like, decides to play, like, you know, man's like on ice, like an ice rink, just slips and just, I didn't have to do that, man. But before even doing that, that was an offside, honestly. Like, I don't understand the rules about VAR. Like, it just confuses me. Sometimes it takes it back about 2 hours. Like, you know, like it was an offside, or, you know, someone's toe was offside, or someone's, you know, eyelash was offside. But then, like, at old times, you know, they just go, oh, we're just going to overlook that. Shaggy. Oh, sorry, John. 114 this week. Best ever points for me. Wow, 114. That's amazing, John. Smashed it. Shaggy, could you do a review of my team for the next game week? Maybe the chat will get some ideas of players I have. Oh, yeah, good shout. What we'll do is, I've got your team now. We're going to do the live deadline stream. And on the deadline stream, Shaggy, if you do make any changes, send it through to me. If not, promise, deadline stream, guys, I want you to stay tuned in for the deadline stream on this Saturday. We're going to discuss and review Shaggy's team. Promise. Mandeep Singh, good evening, Mandeep. Hey Mo, great call on Salah captain. When do you start looking at overall rank? So for me, buddy, brutally honest, game week 20. By game week 20, I want to be in the top mill. And then I'll take it from there, because that's when the games start coming in, like double game weeks, and I've still got my 3 chips to go. A lot of the players, guys, not a lot, not all of them. A lot of the players in that top, like obviously 2.7 mil, I'm ranking. I reckon at the 2.7, at least 200 to 250,000 managers have used at least 2, if not all 3 of their chips. So I've got a massive advantage. Touch wood. I've got a massive advantage that if I can nail it in a double game week and one of my captaincy comes off, I generally can nail that I can kind of make up for lost ground. But I feel happy now. I've crossed the 500 points mark, which I wasn't expecting to do at any point on Saturday evening, especially after Man City conceding. So I'm glad with that. I've hit a good benchmark. It's not ideal, don't get me wrong. I've had a real tough time in the last 5 game weeks since game week 4. But you know what? We're on an upward trend. There are still red arrows showing in my game week history, so I can show you guys what it looks like. Where is it? As you can see, there's last 3 game weeks I've gone from 1.6, 1.8, 2.6, 2.7. But I tell you one thing. Look at the price of my team is going up, so I'm getting some real good value at the moment. Now, all I need to do is on my bench, I've got 2 players that I need to solidify over the next 2 game weeks. Once I've done that, I've got a 15-man squad that I'm satisfied with moving forward. So it's looking good. Rank for me, game week 20 is where I'm really going to take it seriously, and we'll discuss it a bit more. But that's a really good question, buddy. At the moment, I think it's far too early for rankings. They will change. They definitely will change. Because obviously when the chips start getting played, I'm not saying I'm using all my chips by game week 20, but probably after game week 20 is when I'm going to start using my chips. And that's when I'm going to start taking it seriously. Because if my chips go wrong, I'm going to be upset. Ali, I think Rafinha has constant yellow flag. Honestly, he just loves, that's that Brazilian colour, isn't it? He just loves it. Ali says, James says, got 74 minus 4 this week as Captain Havertz, fell from 37k to 172k. A mare. Nah, it's alright, buddy. Still top 200k. I love it. You're doing well, James. Not a problem. Shaggy, sure, I'm not going to do anything. You never know, buddy. You never know. Well, John, Mount was your call for game week 3. I was well patient with you. Eddie, Saar missed 7 points on goal. 7 points on goal. And 2 points bonus for me as Semedo gave away a penalty in it. Oh, Jesus, I can imagine Eddie. 88th minute. I know the feeling, obviously, with Man City as well. Shaggy, sure you can do it next month if you want to. No problem. We'll do it this Saturday. Shaggy, this Saturday, live deadline stream, we're reviewing your team, boss. It's part of it. The family want it. Mazinga says, nice thing about FPL is that it can change a lot in 1 week. It can, definitely can change. 100%. You're absolutely right. Ali, don't worry about rank. Your squad is looking good. Thank you, bud. Thank you. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I'm feeling comfortable now. So, you know, I'm thinking, you know, there's a few flags on here, but, you know, Livramento's on there. Hoover goes out. Ben White comes in. Gilmore goes out. And I've got probably Douglas Luiz or Bissouma. You know, maybe Romeo from Southampton. I'm not too sure, but I can get for that. But yeah, then I'll have 15-man squad where I'm happy with. I will be happy with that. I'm not going to lie to you. Rafinha's slightly disappointing me as well. At the moment, 32 points from 9 game weeks. I expected more from him. Still got some really good games coming up. We'll have to wait around his fixtures, but potentially I could look to move away from him. So how much is he? 6.5. I don't know. I might look elsewhere, to be potentially honest. Bit of a letdown. Could look at Mbimbo. I know he's not fired last game week, but maybe Benrahma. Let's see what West Ham fixtures look like. I know they're getting tough as well. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not doubling up on West Ham right now is a good idea, but we'll have a think about it. We'll have a think about it. John says, what do you think about Kane? I've gone early and not really happy with it. Again, it's all about the patience, really, to be fair, John. For me, you've gone early, but it wasn't a great game against West Ham. But the thing with Spurs is their game week fixtures change in game week 12. So you've gone 2 weeks early. I don't think it's a bad shout. He might get a good haul before that. Especially the United defence, you know, if anyone's wants to come back into form, just play us. Just play United. He'll come back into form, especially. And if Son and Kane turn up, do you remember what they did last season at the Old Trafford? Old Trafford Stadium. 6-1 was it? 6-2, 6-1. They absolutely had a field day. So I think you've gone early, but it's a good shout. I do like the shout, boss. Take a breather, guys. If you guys haven't liked the video yet, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inkling just yet, please take a moment whilst I take a sip, hit that subscribe button and be part of my channel and the family. James says everyone's just going to captain Salah every week and it's going to get boring. James, you're right. For the next 3 or 4 game weeks, it will be boring, but I assure you, the week he blanks, everyone will change it again. It's just literally, just wait for that 1 week where he blanks and people go like, oh, don't need Salah captain. Let's say Salah blanks next game week against Brighton and you got someone like, who can we say? Let's say Son goes and gets a hat-trick and gets 20-odd points. People go, oh, I want to captain Son from the next week onwards. It will happen, honestly. It's just, these are the knee-jerks that we will get. Mandeep says, nice thoughts on paying attention on your overall rank from game week 20. Do you have a target of where you want to finish? I do, buddy. So my highest ever finish in this game was a couple of seasons ago. It's not last season, the season before. It was 489,334. So my aim is to beat that. So anything above 489,000, I'm happy with that. I'm miles off it, don't get me wrong. I am miles off it. But can I achieve it? Of course I can. Am I confident? Of course I am. So that's the aim, buddy. It's a really good question. So I want to get the highest rank I can. Obviously, I'd like to win the game. That's every manager's ambition, right? But yeah, if I can beat my best rank ever, that's more than enough that I can achieve this season. Ali says, have you got money in your bank, Mo? I do, boss. Let me check. I have 0.7. 0.7 mil. So yeah, those are the kind of players I want to go to. What's his face? I want to go to. I think it's Ben White and then probably Douglas Luiz. Potentially, I'm looking at the moment. Watch that green or West Ham fixture, says Shaggy. Of course, look at that. Game week 18, I think it was. Where was it? Yeah, 18. Norwich, Southampton, Watford, Crystal Palace, Leeds. There's a question for you. Do you reckon Antonio will be captain mostly during those fixtures if he's in form? Salah may not be captain then. John K says, don't go with Ben Rama. I've had him since the start. I think he's calmed down points-wise. Yeah, he has actually, hasn't he? But we'll have a look. We'll have a look around. I might even go Tielemans. Tielemans has been decent. He scored again right this weekend. Mazinga says, patience with Key Mount blanked in game week 8. I kept him and he rewarded me in game week 9. Love it. I love it, Mazingzi. That's the spirit. James says, so Mane, Firmino and Jota all had a rest in the league. Salah will get his rest soon. Yeah, 100%. He'll get a rest sometime. And then come on like Crystal Palace last season and bang out like 20 points. Ali, has anyone still got their wild card? Oh, that's a great question. I certainly don't. Ali Magro, there are a lot more players, Mo. Top 100k is fantastic. I'd take that, definitely. Definitely take that. Shaggy, I've got 3.6 in the bank. Love it. Ali Magro, 75 points, final offer for your wild card. Sounds like you're good and don't need it. Not indeed. Shaggy goes, maybe with Norwich you can go. John K, talk about patience from Matt. I had him from game week 3. Oh, 6 weeks. I respect that. 6 weeks of patience. Maybe that's what this whole game is about. It's just about law of averages. Once you pick them, pick them. So Shaggy says, trust me, if Salah plays easy teams, it's Salah for me. Yeah, definitely. I virtually agree with that. Mazingzi says, tips on keeping my 27k rank. Just keep doing what you're doing. You should be giving me tips. I'm 10 times worse than you. Oh, brilliant. Love it. Ali, are Man U still in the Carabao Cup? No, we got knocked out by West Ham. It was a couple of weeks, last round. Yeah, it was West Ham at Old Trafford. Honestly, Ali, it's just, I don't know what's going on with United, man. I started off with 3 United players in my squad at the start of the season. I've got 0 now. Did anyone have Pogba in their squad? That would have been an interesting one with his sending off. John K, it's all to do with averages. Law of averages, sorry. I've captained Salah all 10 game weeks, has held on to my picks. Yeah, I mean, sounds right, to be fair. I mean, I've been quite lucky. I mean, the week I took out Trent, he only got like a clean sheet with 6 points. But the week I brought him back, he got me 10 points, along with a clean sheet and an assist. So I have been quite lucky there, guys. Weeks are coming thick and fast. Let's look at some of the fixtures for next game week. So start off on Saturday, Leicester-Arsenal. Burnley-Brentford. Oh, it's going to be a good game. Liverpool-Brighton. Man City-Crystal Palace. Newcastle-Chelsea. Battle of the Riches. In terms of the bank, not on the pitch. Watford-Southampton. That'd be a good game. Spurs-United. 2 struggling clubs. I'll give them a 1-1. Norwich-Leeds. Leeds should have a field day. Maybe captain Rafinha fit. Villa-West Ham. Oh, that'd be a good game. Wolves-Everton. Another good game. So it's going to be a good, interesting one. So captaincy-wise, obviously Salah will be favourite. Maybe a Man City Foden. So I might go with them. Chelsea. Newcastle, I'm not too sure. Yeah, so I think Salah's probably going to be the most common pick. Teza says, since I made 0.1 of Vardy, is it safe to move, take it out for Tony? I mean, again, I would wait, buddy. Like, he might be fit for the weekend. He's playing Arsenal, and he's always got a good record against Arsenal. So just wait a couple of days, get the confirmation if he is or not playing or not. If you're taking him out because of injury, then you've made 0.1 on him. So let's say if he loses that 0.1, you've actually lost nothing. So I'd rather keep him. John K, LFC doing the business against Man U. Well, happy about that one. Hey, love it, John. Ali Regret, I don't have the discipline not to transfer people in, but I'm learning. We're all learning, day by day. Luxury loss at Ollie getting the sack in a few hours. Oh, honestly, I'll be dancing. He did. He needs to go. Shaggy, Annie Regret, me too. Mazingze says Leeds will not beat Norwich. It's a battle of the relegation. Ali, is Bamford due back? I haven't got a confirmation yet, but I was aware that he was around this game week or the game week after. So I'm going to keep a lookout with Bielsa's conference. I think he might be back this game week. If not, definitely he'll be like in contention for the week after. Might get like a 30-minute run out this week. John K, knee-jerking players in is not a good, always ends up losing points. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there, to be fair. I know exactly what you're saying, John. Right, guys, we're going to do the last 5 minutes now. So please, if you guys haven't liked the video, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Get those questions in. How does my team stack up against the -16 team? Oh, good question. Where were we in the -16 team? So I would have had Sanchez in here. That would have got me 4 points. Livramento got 9. That would have been 13. Alonso didn't play. Rudiger, 27. 28. 39. 39 plus 5, 44. So in this one, Salah was vice, by the way. 44, 48, 68, 70, 77, 79. So 2 points more. 2 points more, to be fair. The first thing I do is like the video before coming onto the comment section. Love it. Love it, Mazingzi. I love it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. So there's 2 points for you, to be fair. It's weird having no football on Monday. Ottawa, hello fellow top flight managers. Hey, welcome. Aman, are you going to do ASM to Tony this game week? Nah, I'm going to go ASM to Callum Wilson. I'm going to go long term. That's what I'm thinking. I know they got Chelsea this game week, but after that they got some good fixtures. I want to have Callum Wilson because of the fixtures. It's just a bit differential as well for me. He's around 1.3% owned at the moment, 1.7%. But look at this. After Chelsea, it's Brighton, Brentford, Arsenal, okay-ish game, Norwich, Burnley. These are the kind of games I want to target, and then obviously I might take him out in like game week 17 with that kind of run. But Callum Wilson looks decent on penalties as well, so that's for me at the moment. Shakir, cheers, Mo, and thank you for the content. Always getting the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Ali, John K, how many hits have you done this season? I actually also do you play fantasy UCL? I don't play the fantasy UCL. I might do it next season, you know. Ottawa says, yeah, ASM plays second fiddle to Wilson. He does, man, honestly. He's more on penalties as well, that's why. John, I haven't taken any yet. Might take on minus for this week. Nice. Anyway, good move, Mo. Wilson from ASM. Yeah, it's just literally why I want to do it. So I just think I'll be more like kind of balanced there as well. Aliberg's a good move, thank you, buddy. Hamza says, what's my opinion on Mount? Mount's amazing, guys, honestly. Mount he's special. He's got some real talent. Let me check from my previous game weeks. Sorry. Fixtures wise, Newcastle, Burnley, Leicester. Yeah, man, honestly. He's taken some penalties as well, of course, but that's probably because they wanted him to get his hat trick. But yeah, he's a good shout. Mount's always been good. He's on corners, can take free kicks as well. And he's pretty much one of the most nailed-on players for Chelsea, especially with all that rotation going on anyway. I think he got a well-deserved rest because of the whole impact of the number of minutes he racked up. Obviously, Euros for England the season before. Didn't really get much rest, but I think he looks back. He looks to good form now. Amon, I have ASM as well, but offensively, I think they're quite difficult, yeah. The next few fixtures. Yeah, I mean, they are. Don't get me wrong, it's just the Chelsea game I'm concerned about. After that, Brighton should be fine. Brentford, they should be all right. Arsenal, depends on which Arsenal turns up. Norwich and Burnley. So there's some really good fixtures for Callum Wilson to take effect. And the thing about Callum Wilson is he's very based on confidence. If he gets one goal or one return, he generally goes big. So I'm looking forward to it, to be fair. Ottawa says, I'm looking at Foden, Tony, Kane, Wilson, and Mbembo, and Mount, and Son. Ooh. Are you going to do all those in this week? Wildcard? Or are you taking hits, Ottawa? Love it. I mean, I'm just thinking, like, if Zaha scores against Man City, he might as well get like a hat trick. So if he gets like 20 points, then like I wouldn't mind if my two defenders and goalkeeper don't get the clean sheet bonus. But yeah, pretty much going to be Edison, bring in Livramento for Zaha. So I'll probably play 4-3-3 if all my teams fit and take it from there, really. Why is no one talking about the international break? Good question. It's only in a couple of game weeks, isn't it? Like 2 game weeks time. Yeah, so it'll be here soon. Hamza, when Spurs have some easier fixtures, would you recommend Kane or Son more? Oh, that's a good question. That's a really good question. I mean, Kane's got penalties, but I like this season. If I went from just this season, I'd go Son. Son's been much better than him. So I'd go Son, personally. But Kane's got penalties, but he's not been that great. That's the only thing that's putting me off him. Ottawa, I can't take a big hit. Love it. John K, the expensive forwards aren't paying off this season. They aren't, honestly. Barring Vardy, no one is. Ottawa probably doing Foden to Tony, in for Ronaldo, Sarr, Rafinha. Nice. Ali says, hope Vardy is fit for the weekend. He loves playing Arsenal. That's exactly what I'm saying, Ali. Honestly, he loves playing Arsenal. Absolutely loves it. Tez says, any ways of avoiding international break from ruining my team? Unfortunately, we're all in the same boat, Tez. Just got to pray, keep our fingers crossed, and just pray everyone stays fit from your squad or the players you're transferring in. The break messes up everyone's game, says John. It definitely does. Definitely. It allows you also to like take a moment and think about your team as well. So people can watch strategies of other managers and see how people hit form. So it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it does have some positives as well. Right, guys, I'm going to be calling it a night. Bit tired now. I'm going to get some dinner. had an early start, but it's been an absolute pleasure with this knee-jerk reaction. This week we'll be getting some more content in, so I'll be doing a video around my team selection, an FPL watch list, along with captaincy, for example, and the preview of this game week as well. So stay tuned. Please, guys, I really love your support. I really thank everyone for watching this video. If you watched it live and you commented and you've been part of the stream, thank you so much. And you've liked it, I really appreciate it. If you haven't watched it live and you're watching it after, I want to thank everyone as well. If you guys haven't done it so far, give us a like. And please hit that subscribe button. We are now edging towards that 1K subscribers mark. Help me get there as soon as possible, guys. I really appreciate your support once again. But I want you guys to take care of yourself, enjoy the football, and be tuned in for more regular content, which is coming throughout the week. And on Saturday morning, we will do a live deadline stream for Game Week 10, and we'll be reviewing Shaggy's team as well. So please do not forget to tune in just for that.